Hello! Back to see me again during the coronavirus quarantine. All right, next, after step A, if you joined me before, we did step A, factor by GCF. Now we went from A to 1, not A to B. A was for works always. Now we're to grouping, which works for 4-part polynomials. Now, it's more fun if you treat it like the Scottish method, grouping. So when grouping, we're probably going to have to group them. So let's look at one like this. AX plus AY plus 3X plus 3Y. Now, in math, we need grouping symbols to group, and that's normally parentheses. So I group them in pairs, and I look for the GCF. That's why we did GCF first. GCF of AX and AY, well, what do they both have in common? An A. So we pull it out, and that leaves X plus Y. What's our GCF over here? 3, and that leaves X plus Y. Now the big key is to make sure that they both have common factors, and the common factors, or like terms, are X plus Y. So, what do? We add the coefficients, multiply by the like term. Now, you might say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on here. We had 2x plus y's, now we only have 1. Hold on, sidebar. Let's look over here. Let's say we did 2y plus 3y. What would you get? Well, we all know it's 5y, but where did that come from? In our head, we said we have like terms. We added the coefficients, 2 plus 3, multiplied it by the like term. Same thing we did here. Add the coefficients, multiply by the like term. Sim and po. Now, they could get a little crazier. Let's look at this one. X squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. Same thing, but when I go to group it, watch this minus sign right there. That's where problems happen. When I group them, I'm going to make sure the 2 stays with that negative because the 2 owns the negative. All right, now let's do the same thing again. What's the GCF of x squared and 3x? Well, they both have an x. We'll plug an x. X squared divided by x just leaves x. The 3 is still there. Okay, what comes out of here? Well, if we remember from GCFs, if your first term is a negative, you must pull out a negative. So instead of a 2, I'm going to pull out a negative 2. And that leaves me x negative 6 divided by negative 2 is plus 3. Boom. That leaves x minus 2, x plus 3. Remember, add the coefficients, happens to be a minor, so it's really x plus negative 2, but who would write it that way? Nobody. So then we go there. Last type that sometimes tends to trick people could be one like this. Let's look. X squared plus 5x plus x plus 5. Ooh, that didn't look like a plus, did it? Plus. Okay, so now, same thing. Let's group them. And seriously, hopefully at home you're saying group them or grouping. It's way more fun that way. So let's group. Easy. What comes out of there? X. And that leaves x plus 5. Now, we don't see a GCF of x plus 5. Well, everything has at least one thing as a GCF, and that's a 1. And it's okay to pull out a 1. Nothing changes. So now, add the coefficients. X plus 1 times x plus 5. Boom, we just factored by grouping. Stay tuned for the next video where we do go to step 2, but what could it be? It's the worst kind for many kids out there, is factoring trinomials. But if you know how to factor by GCF and you know how to group, this won't be so crazy. All right, until next time, stay safe.